Hello, you're watching the view from Vauxhall Road, where it's finished here in the National League South. 𝗵𝗿 Town 0, Cheshunt 1. And joining me to assess the game is Kyle. Thoughts on that game? It's literally just finished. Final whistle, players making their way off now. I know the emotion's still raw, but in terms of what's your thoughts on that result?
It's tough. It's tough watching, obviously, both halves. It is a game of two halves. First half, to be fair, I thought we all started on our front foot. A few lads were sharp from the get-go. But they did come out firing second half. Maybe we wasn't ready for it, but you got to be ready. But like I said, it was a game of two halves. Can't switch off at any time.
You say that it gave two halves. Both teams had opportunities in that first half. Craig made a couple of good saves. I felt that perhaps the Cheshunt striker should have maybe made more of those opportunities, but we had opportunities ourselves. Their keeper made some great saves. What do you think it was, the difference in the second half?
I think that it then goes down to how much you want to win. Obviously, a team in their situation, a point, anything is vital. But if they feel they've got the chance to take the lead, then I think they've just took their chances.
Well, we can hear their fans behind us now, and they will go home certainly the happier of the two supporters. It is, well, we've had 5 games unbeaten in the league. It is just a slight blotch on the copy record in terms of results. We've got to pick ourselves up again because the league is tough, and we've got to keep fighting. So what do you think the lads will be saying to each other in the dressing room right now?
As always, losing a game like that is not good enough. But once everyone's out of the change room, that's when it needs to be forgotten about, and we go again Tuesday.
So let's get the thoughts of manager Mark Jones after that disappointing defeat. So Mark, the 5-game unbeaten run in the league comes to an end. Is that just sometimes part and parcel of football that some team somewhere is going to end that run?
Well, yeah, we certainly have to accept the result. Congratulations to Cheshunt. They won the game, which is the objective. Disappointing day for us. I think you're going to get criticised, losing a game at home to a team that have been struggling. But like we said before the game, I knew it wasn't going to be an easy game. But we have to look at ourselves, and it's a disappointing result for us. I thought we actually started the game reasonably brightly. I thought we had some pretty good periods of controlled possession. Some of our patterns were good. I think, when you're on top, you have to score. I think we've had a few opportunities in the first half. The keepers pulled off a couple of good saves from Ogo and 𝗣𝗿𝗲𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀. We've got into some good areas, and, I thought first half, our performance levels weren't too bad. We do accept, however, they also had a couple of opportunities that Craig King did very well to save. So, but 0-0 at half time. Perhaps we could have been in front, but we weren't. I thought second half we didn't create enough clear-cut opportunities. We've had some moments again, but I don't really sort of recall us properly testing their goalkeeper in terms of a really, really good chance. We've had a few sort of little bits of scrambles in and around their box and a couple of headers, things like that, but we didn't sort of create enough clear-cut opportunities. Now, I appreciate you're not going to create opportunity after opportunity in every game, and we have to give the opposition credit, but yeah, look, everybody's disappointed. The players are very, very disappointed and down in the dressing room. As a staff, we are as well. And when you get a result like this, you have to. All you can do is take it on the chin, be disappointed, watch the game back. Obviously, I accept the supporters' frustrations. We're just as frustrated. And at the end of the day, it's a bad result for us to lose 1-0 at home. But that was what happened.
I know it must be difficult straight after games if you're sort of analysing games as a collective, but is that at times where perhaps some games just haven't quite gone away because we haven't been able to put those chances away? And
Yeah. I mean, look, you aren't going to score off of every attack. I mean, that's football. But yeah, we didn't create enough clear-cut opportunities second half. We huffed and puffed. I didn't think it was a lack of effort or anything like that. We just didn't have enough quality really to break them down. when that happens, you have to then draw the game 0-0. We've been very tight defensively in the main. It's a really poor goal for us to concede. I'm not going to sort of blame individuals, but we've made a mistake there. They scored with 10 minutes to go, and then it's always going to be difficult. They're quite a physical, big side. They got all their big players on the pitch, and we found it very difficult. We kept going, obviously, till the end, as you would expect. But yeah, it wasn't our day today. I've got to look at the game back and work out quickly where we can do better. But it's frustrating because we had an opportunity today, and I think people perhaps looking on paper and thinking, well, we're playing at home to Cheshunt, that should be 3 points to 𝗻𝗁. But, football isn't like that. And, although Cheshunt have been struggling, they're a hard-working, honest side that do have a threat. And we've, come off the wrong end of a 1-0 defeat.
So there we are then. There's the thoughts of manager Mark Jones. But that's all we've got time for this edition of The View from Vauxhall Road. The boys are on their travels to Chelmsford next week. So if you're going down there, then please make sure that you support them on so that they can bounce back from today. But we'll be here on the 29th of October against league leaders 𝗍𝗄𝗃. But until then, goodbye.